Welcome back, everyone. Um, Before we get started, the usual housekeeping. Everyone, make sure your hero points are reset back to one,
Yep.
and that's it for today. Yes, that's all that's happening today. Who would like to give the recap? What happened last time?
We do less.
The
Go for it.
uh, we after killing the bugbear and searching the rooms. We pretty much just searched some rooms, found this very strange altar-like room, but none of us questioned that because we heard noises coming from the next room. So we went and checked, and we saw a lizard creature and the half halfling Calmont that we were looking for, and Calmont had a goblin held hostage. So Kagos told him to stop and then disappeared and ran away around the hallway, which everyone followed, except for Hal, who decided to charge in and try to climb a rope with a giant lizard creature, which did not go well in the room. So Kagos and Hal negotiated. Hal did make it up, but Kagos and Hal negotiated with Calmont. Kagos quite poorly, and Hal eventually successfully. Uh, and while everyone else was fighting the lizard creature, which I forgot its name,
It's a Growlodon.
Growlodon. Hal convinced Calmont to release his hostage and give up, and Calmont did that. That's where we stopped, right? Oh, the
Yeah,
lizard creature we didn't kill; it just ran away.
Yeah, right away.
it kind of slumped back into the pool at the far end of the courtyard. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Go ahead and help yourself to another hero point.
We did nothing.
Yeah. Your recap made it seem like the last
Yeah,
episode was really short.
I was like 10 seconds in, and I'm like, wait, oh crap, I'm almost at the end. How do I make this longer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I can make it a little longer. This is some okay. So this is what Calamont looks like. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That was pop out, not show to players. Show to players. Okay, so this is what Calamont looks like. Minus the knife, because that was plucked out of his hands by a very well timed mage hand. And this is what his hostage, Helba, looked like. So, some visual aids for the theater of the mind. And we cut back. Calmont is kind of hovering in the back, or not hovering, quivering in the back of the battlement, with Hal kind of towering over him. And on the before we jump there, what's everyone on the stairs doing?
Levis will be looking for a way down.
For a way
Going
back
up.
down? Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just go down the rope. And
Yeah, you can just jump down.
I would like to first make sure that we don't see the Growlodon anymore.
Could you roll perception?
Okay. Oh, let's go.
All right. With a 24, wow, 24. You kind of look at the water, trying to like see if there's any disturbance, any ripples, anything like that. It's very murky. It's a sickly green color, extremely cloudy, and the green is like it's so there's green because of like plants and algae and biomaterial. You know, that's the green you would come to expect from green water, the green that you've seen all your life. But this
Yeah.
green is a little different. It's a you don't know what this out of game it looks radioactive. You know, a
Ah,
very shiny, glowing,
sickly green, right?
yes, a very sickly
Okay.
green.
Okay.
Um Actually, yeah, lime's a good way to describe it. It's a lime green, very bright, but but as opaque as it is, you still can see through it, and you do notice that at the bottom of this pool, the Growlodon is kind of just sitting and staring right back at you.
Okay. With my amazing perception, am I able to see what's causing the color?
Um,
Like the
it
source
just
of it?
is. That's just the
Oh,
color
it
of the
just is.
pool.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll just be staring at it. Just having a staring contest with it, I guess.
Okay.
So, can Kagos see the water, the color of it from where he's at?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take out my unidentified bottle of things and sniff it. Does it still smell like water?
Your unidentified bottle of things. I need to go take a look at that again. It smells like water. Yes.
Okay, it still smells like water.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know what it is. I know this is really stupid out of character, but Kagos will pour that out
Okay.
and throw the bottle to Levis and say, "Can you get me some of that water? It looks kind of strange."
I really don't want to.
Fine, I'll do it.
I'm having a staring contest against this creature.
Hey, I'll do it quietly.
Okay. Let's pause right there and jump back to the battlements. Hal, what's going on?
Uh, I think what Hal is doing is, he got out his rope from his pack and is tying it around Calmont. You know, just like tying it all the way around him, so it's basically like a cylinder of rope around him with a little trailing end out behind him.
Are you saying
Um,
anything as you do this?
I mean, do any of the goblins approach or
So,
anything while I do it?
so as you're tying up Calamont, it looks like the goblins are having like a mini press conference of sorts, or not press conference, like a round table, at the southern end of the battlement. You notice that Helba also like kind of joined them down there, and they're like whispering amongst each other. They're a couple of them kind of glance back at you and Calmont every now and then like, you know, quickly just refocus on each other and continue their very furious whispering. And that's all they're really doing right now. It looks like there's a debate of sorts going on in the group.
All right. I think what Hal's going to say is, I think Hal's going to call out to them once he like is fairly certain. Once he's fairly certain, um, Calmont is like at least somewhat secure, um, and doesn't like need his full attention to like hold down if he tries to escape or something. He's going to call out to them and say, Warble Brumblebash. Sorry, that was me as a player, not a character. Warble Bumble Brasher sent us. His
Okay.
Is one of you Helba Bumblebrasher?
So you
And
see,
I'll
at
say
that,
that in Goblin as well.
you say that in Goblin. Okay. So yeah, as you say that, Helba looks up towards you, kind of like makes a shushing motion to the rest of the people or the rest of the goblins standing around her, and walks over to you. And she kind of like looks at you. She's like kind of like holding her hands together, very like rubbing her palms, looking very sheepish of sorts. And the first thing that she says to you is, "Thank, thank, thank you so much. We were in a really tight spot there. Um, this very brash man just came up and kind of trapped us on this roof. It's just one bad thing after another. You know, before him, there were those weird dragon-like creatures trying to eat us, and then those other weird people chasing us out of our home. And we've been stuck on this roof for like weeks now. Oh my god, so much bad. But yes, I'm Helva. Nice to meet you. You must be a friend. You have to be a friend. Only a friend would help us."
Nice to meet you, Helba. My name is Halmbar Silverspine, hero extraordinaire. Warble sent us on this quest during the Call for Heroes. To check in on you. She was very worried about you guys.
Oh yes, Cousin Warble. She's such a good friend. I knew we could count on her to get us help. When we lit that fire, we knew that she would get the signal.
Yes. So you said this man right here wasn't the only thing causing you trouble.
No, he showed up a couple days ago. No, we've been stuck on this roof now for what feels like weeks, honestly. But I haven't been keeping track of days. No, it's the dragon thing that's been keeping us here, and they drove us out of our home. Them and their what do they call themselves? Cultists. I think they're cultists. They're the ones who drove us out of our homes in the basement.
Mortis, you say?
Yes. They call themselves the Amber Fangs? No. Cinder Claws. Yes. They're the ones who brought this dragon thing.
Okay.
But one of them, there were two of them, which was even scarier. But one of them didn't make it to the surface. And if you recall, as you enter the courtyard, you notice that the northern half of the courtyard had kind of collapsed, and in the rubble, there was a crushed body of what you now gather a second Growlodon.
Oh. Where exactly?
It was in the rubble right about here.
Okay, I bet.
What oh, right there. Okay.
I
The
think-
climber showed up.
So it was. Sorry. So it was the Cinder Claws.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many of these cultists were in the basement?
Helba doesn't remember. It got so chaotic. There were at least, and you can see her like counting on her hands, maybe 4, 5, 10? No, wait, was it 50? I don't know. I just saw the teeth from the dragon and I just started running.
Not to worry. There were a lot. I understand. It's a scary situation. But not to worry anymore. Now Halambar Silverspine is here. Hero extraordinaire.
Are you going to help us reclaim our home?
Of course. That's what we were sent here to do.
Excellent. Excellent. You truly are friends. We have so few friends. Everyone is trying to kill us, or eat us, or kill us and then eat us. You're the first one that's actually trying to help us.
Wow, it's just what heroes do. And as he's been talking, his chest has been like puffing out more and more.
So, as this conversation has been happening, Calamont has been kind of like uh, half-heartedly struggling against his restraints. And at this point, you kind of hear a very soft sound come from him. It's something like, "Please, just let me go. You know, just let me go. Please, please. I just want to go home."
Did Calamont really do anything, Hal? Like, you were up there, I wasn't up there.
Are you up here right now?
I don't know what's with, I don't know where everyone is because I was gone for 10 minutes.
I'm up
Travis
on
and
the
Kagos
mountain.
are on the ground. You never said
Okay.
what you were doing, so. you
But
can
I'm
go.
assuming you probably went up to talk.
I
to them.
could, yeah.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
just move you up there.
I'd say so.
Okay. Let's just put you right there.
Cool. So,
I think Hal is going to turn back to Sophie and just say he held Helpa with a knife to her throat.
how could you, Cal? How could you? Calamont. Cal. Whatever.
Who are you again?
You don't remember me? I used to come by the bookshop. Okay, I came by like twice. Maybe on the way to the first store.
I just blocked the bookshop out of my mind. It's a nightmare working there. Voz is such a slave driver. Boy, you're not too quick, are you?
Wow. You think you know someone?
The one thing doesn't make sense to me. Why are you, of all people, Calbot, the one looking for this ring?
What do you mean?
Is this for yourself or someone else?
Oh, please, no. No, we're talking about an elf ring here. Do you know how much people will pay for information on how to get to an elf ring? With that kind of information, I don't have to work for Voz anymore. Hell, I don't have to live in Breach Hill anymore. I can move into the city. I could be a lord for that kind of money. We're talking
Why
about
didn't
an
you
elf
just-
ring.
Why didn't you just sell the information that the elf ring was at this keep?
Because I
Instead.
don't know where it is, and I need to confirm that it exists with my own eyes. And these goblins here, they know. They have to know. They live in the vaults. They live in the basement, and that's where it is. That's where it's supposed to be. And they
Who
just
told
won't
you
tell
that?
me.
Who told you that? That could easily be a lie as well.
Roll intimidation.
Ooh, okay.
I help.
How are you helping?
Yeah, how does that work?
Squeezing his bonds.
Okay, sure.
Alright.
You can. So you'll just get advantage on your roll
Okay.
now.
Advantage exists in this game.
Yeah, it's just called fortune and misfortune.
Is there a way to do that, like, in the roll, in the actual, like...
I think when you
Oh,
click to
fortune, yeah.
roll, yeah.
I see. Ooh.
Well.
Wow. I'm liking these rolls in the beginning.
Oh, man.
So as you question him and kind of tighten the restraints a little bit, you see Calmon, like he tries to put up a brave face and stare you down, but he very quickly wilts and just sort of looks down and almost mumbles to himself. But you can hear, I might have I might have seen something in Voz's office. I'm just she collects such interesting things, and you know, there were papers scattered all over us. I don't even think she knows about this because it looked like a pile that she haven't even got to, and I snatched it from under her. I I got it. I got to it first. She would have never shared this with me if she had seen it. She would have never left it on her table if she had seen it. But Calmot got it.
You stole it. You could have told her. You could have told anyone, but you stole it because you wanted it all to yourself.
Why would I help her? She's such a bossy jerk. I hate her.
Well, maybe she's just that way because she needs to run a business, and you know, if times are hard, she needs to be hard on her employees. Maybe it's not her fault.
Voz is one of the most profitable merchants in Breach Hill. Her books sell for. Oh, he doesn't like people knowing about this. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Her manuscripts that she collects and provides, they're very hard to get. Some might say they are collectibles. Those go for a lot of money. She's not as poor as she makes the town think.
Maybe we need to talk to her then. She seems to know a lot about this elf ring stuff, even if she doesn't take her own time to investigate them.
Alright, Calmont. You're going to answer for your crimes. One, for burning down the town hall back in what's the name of the town? Breach Hill.
In character.
Yep.
I mean, you did it with the accent.
But, and two, for. Does anyone know the legal definition of what he was doing here? Holding someone hostage.
Holding someone hostage is it?
And for holding someone hostage. Then,
It's false imprisonment. As I'm getting closer to the ground.
Yeah.
Yes, that was intelligent.
Chicago's pretty smart. I think that's right.
Okay. So,
I'm going to
Mhm.
then ask Helva. Helva, can your people watch him if he is tied up like this? Make sure he doesn't get out.
yes, we can stand around him and hold our pointy sticks at him to make sure he doesn't move. But we need to get them first. We dropped everything in the courtyard when we were trying to escape from the dragon thing. And yeah, when you like peer down over the ledge into the courtyard, you notice like a pile of swords and rapiers just in that spot right there at the bottom of the courtyard. They are just all dropped in one place. So
Okay.
Alright.
okay, but we don't want to go back down there just yet. You didn't kill the dragon thing, did you?
No, we scared it off.
Yeah.
It's gonna eat us. It's going to try to eat us again if we go.
Can this be the moment when Kagos is reaching towards the water?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
Well, you don't have anything to worry about. You've got Halimbar Silverspine, hero extraordinaire, and his party here to protect you now.
Do you know anything about this creature? Have you observed if it's attracted to anything? If you could lure it anywhere? Does it have any weak points? Does it eat anything besides people?
Well, it hasn't eaten anything since it got here except for the other dragon creature. And its weakness seems to be walls and boulders.
And you've seen how many again?
Just the alive one and the dead one.
Do you have any meat? Do you have anything that could attract it? And maybe you could lure it into a trap.
No. No.
Hmm.
We don't have enough food for ourselves up here.
Would I know if there's like animals around this area that could be hunted and used
Um,
as bait?
you know that there are, like, so at the foothills of Hell Knight Hill, there are some
Mm.
woods that you pass through. Like, woods is kind of an over exaggeration. There are patches of trees where you might find small game like rabbits and things like that. Maybe a deer if you're lucky, but there isn't a lot of game around these areas.
Well, if your people are hungry too, then maybe we need to go out and get some food, and hopefully get some bait for this creature.
Okay. As you kind of bring up bait, Kagos, how close have you gotten?
Oh,
Wow. I mean, probably like. He's going over here.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Because Levis said he was staring at it on this side. So.
Yeah, it's still locked eyes with Levis. It doesn't seem to have noticed you just yet. But I need to check one thing real quick.
Need some of this green water.
oh my god.
Are you sure that's wise?
Have you ever seen water like this? I've never seen water like this.
Yes.
Okay.
But this water has a lizard creature in it.
Just keep staring.
Okay,
Sure.
it seems to still be concentrating on Levis.
Alright. I just want to fill my vial up and then
Okay, how are you filling it up?
sticking the vial in the water. I've been around dangerous stuff, so probably not with my fingers. Just carefully. I mean, with my fingers, but like.
Give me a stealth
enough.
check.
Oh no.
Oh, did you put it like in the pocket of your sling so you can?
No, just fingers.
Oh.
I mean,
Ooh.
Is it a 13?
no. Hagos is going to think about the time that he bravely stood outside the door with health potions at the town hall. And yep.
Oh.
So as you dip your vial into the pool, you try to be careful about it, but you can't help but cause ripples to spread across the surface, and as the ripples reach the Growlodon, it snaps its focus towards you and rushes over.
Oh god damn it.
As it rushes over, it splashes some of the water onto you as it surfaces. I need you to roll a fortitude save. Or a fortitude check, rather.
Would I? No, not Jesse.
Nope. A +7? Wow, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Expert.
So the water stinks. It smells rancid, and it's got this weird slimy texture to it, and it burns a little bit when it hits your skin, but you manage to kind of brush it off before it causes any lasting damage. But the Growlodon is focused on you, and well, you know what time it is. We need everyone to roll initiative. And let me get everyone into a.
Sorry, guys, that was really
Great.
stupid.
It's in characters.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh god, there are so many things I need to delete.
I mean, to be honest, I kind of expected this to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna have to fight again at some point.
Yeah. Might as well be now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Private initiative round.
I made a mistake. I need to fix this.
17.
Who's Borg?
You know what? It's not as bad as stealing the books.
It's not. That could have been a TPK so easily.
And I'm going to have to fucking run all the way back around to get.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, everyone else is so far away.
It's good thing I'm
Okay.
ready.
Crossbow, right?
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, crossbow.
Calmont shouldn't be in this. He's not participating. So Hal, you're up first.
I am going to, I guess, glance down, notice that the Growlodon has popped back out, and hand the rope that's holding Calamon to Helba and say, "Hold on to him." And then dash. So I know it's not exactly to scale on the top map.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just like treat it like as double the distance?
You can treat the distance the same. That's what we went with
okay.
last time, so yeah.
Okay, sick. Then I can go to here. So that's one stride. That's. Let's see. So I have 30. So I should be able to get to here, which is where I dropped my hand crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one action left to pick it up. That's my turn.
Okay. Levis.
I am going to focus on it, on the Growlodon, and then where is it? Cast Daze.
Okay. I need to make a will save.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh.
The Growlodon is completely unfazed by your attempt to daze it.
Darn. Okay, so I have one move left. Well, good luck, Kagos. I'm going to stride over here.
Okay. Helba's gonna be busy watching Calmont, and I'm gonna take her out of initiative. Sophie, your turn.
Okay. So you see Sophie's eyes light up, like flash purple for a second, and she turns her attention towards the Growlodon immediately, and so it's still under the effects of, it still counts as my prey since the condition is like
Mm-hmm.
on like the next rest. So I should be able to use Haunted Shot against it.
Yep, and you can see that it's basically right there.
Yep. Okay. Shot. Ooh.
Yeah. The water seems to be throwing off your aim a little bit. It might be that the Growlodon is not exactly where it is because it's still
Mhm.
partially underwater.
Okay,
But
let's
your
see-
shot goes a little wide.
See if the second shot does any better. No, it does not.
Oh.
Unless I recall. When the one time I nursed a baby pigeon to health with like seeds.
Sophie has nursed a lot of baby animals back to health.
Apparently. Oh.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah, your nurturing spirit seems to also lend itself to deadly precision when it comes to shooting things. And your shot
Alright.
goes true, and it hits the Growlodon.
Does that count as a crit, or
That-
is it different for Pathfinder?
That is not a crit.
Okay.
Yeah, crit has to be a 10 above, or beat by 10, basically.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Growlodon takes the 5 damage.
Okay, and since Sophie really wants this thing dead, she's gonna take a third shot. Ooh, that's a big penalty. Oh. No, yeah.
Yeah, this one is not as impressive as your previous shot. It swings way wide. It actually kind of clangs off the western wall of the battlement or of the courtyard and just like lamely lands to the ground.
Not a lot of things I could do. And I can't ready. I can't.
Yeah, those were your 3 actions, right?
Those are actually those count as 2 because hunted shot is 1 action.
Hunter shot gives you 2 attacks. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, there's really nothing great I can do, so I'll just end my turn.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I know it takes 2 actions to get things out of your backpack. Can I have Goop Goop use both his actions to get something out of my backpack?
Sure.
Okay. Goop Goop, I want you to get the caltrops out. So, he'll get them out. I have to take him from him.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping's a free action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, drop him.
Okay.
Right there. And use my last action to run.
Well, dropping implies it's landing in your square. Outside the square, it's throwing.
Okay. I don't think that matters. So it'll be in my square.
So you drop and then run?
Yes.
What happens when they hit the ground?
They're caltrops. They just set a trap.
Okay. What do they look like? I'm curious.
Like the 3-pronged spike, like the tetrahedron spike.
Oh, right. Okay. Let me... And were you trying to be sneaky about this, or did you just drop them?
No, I just drop them. So
Okay.
just hanging out right there.
Right there. Okay.
And, make a little boop.
Okay.
And then I ran 25 feet. And my turn.
Okay. The Growlodon. I mean, the Growlodon wants goblin meat, and Kagos, you look like goblin meat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to make a beeline for you.
Okay,
What happens as
gotta
it's
make
dead?
a DC
Mhm.
14 Dex acrobatics check.
DC 14 acrobatics. Okay. It doesn't have acrobatics. Okay. So it's just going to be a straight dex check. It makes it.
Ooh.
It doesn't care. It just walks right over your puny caltrops.
Okay, well, I can pick him up later.
Well, we'll see about that because it
Ooh.
strides its way over to you, and it just tries to wrap its jaws around your head and swallow you whole.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
Oh.
That hits.
Oh.
Yep. I am sure it does. You are going to take
Oof.
that much
Ouch.
damage.
Could have been worse.
Could have been much worse.
Okay. Let me apply that. Oh, you already did. Okay. And then, as it has its after it basically does its first attempt at a bite, it doesn't quite get like a snug hold of your head, so it just backs up and tries to go for your head again.
Misses.
Oh, yeah, it's making like an attempt to hit your head, but it really should have gone for center mass because as you know that's generally easier to hit, and it went for your head, and you managed to like flick your head out of the way, and it kind of just shoots straight past, and that really throws it off its balance, and it is now prone. It's kind of like its front legs have kind of collapsed underneath it, and its snout has kind of buried itself into the ground a little bit.
Okay. I mean, that's not a crit failure though.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The numbers throw me off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what
so
it's-
it just missed.
Okay. I don't know why I did that to myself, but
So yeah, it's not
Apply
prone.
Wait, did you apply the multi-attack penalty?
It should have, didn't it?
It gets plus 10 with that?
with the multi attack.
Oh no, it didn't apply the multi attack. So yeah, take away 5 from that. Is it still not a
No,
crit?
that's crit failure.
Okay.
I have 17.
So yeah, its
Okay.
snout is booped into the ground, and it's prone.
Nice.
Alright.
Does that mean it has like misfortune in attacks before it stands up? Yes, it does.
I think it's flat-footed, right?
It's just flat-footed.
It's just-
Yeah. Okay. Neat.
Okay, and that is its turn. Hal.
I'm going to load my hand crossbow and shoot it at the Growlodon.
Okay, what's the range on a hand crossbow?
60.
Okay, that's enough. A 16 just misses.
Even with the flat-footed?
Oh,
+2, so -2.
Yeah, so
No, it actually just hits.
damage.
oh, great.
Love it. Love it.
Awesome. And then I'm just going to load another shot into the crossbow, and that's my turn.
Alright. Try once again with the daze.
Okay. Will save.
Oh god.
It's not having
Well,
it.
but it's not a critical save, so it does take half damage of 2 damage.
Oh,
Just looking to run away. Okay, so there's that.
Good to Run past levels.
I should make sure Kagos doesn't die. So I am annoyingly going to be casting. Come on, stop moving away. Lifelink on Kagos.
First, so
So I believe you do gain 1d4 hit points right now. A solid 2. And with that, you start seeing Levis's hair slowly turning white.
whoa. Okay, so if he's gonna load another 2 arrows and use 100 shot. And it is flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, your first shot hits.
Ooh.
For 6 damage.
Second shot.
it looks like
Oh,
Well.
Ah,
Oh, that's not great.
give me a second.
Yeah.
It actually has a +4 because it's prone. It's crazy.
Wait, it has a
plus
+4?
Because it's prone and it's a ranged attack. It has a
Oh, really?
+4 to AC.
Oh, that's.
Oh.
Oh, that's.
Even though we're attacking from above.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, the first one. Does the first one still hit?
First one still hits.
Okay. That is a critical failure.
Oh,
wait,
yes,
no,
it
that's-
is.
That's only if you take cover.
Mm.
It hasn't taken cover, so it doesn't get the +4.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Wait,
you can
wait,
take
what are we
cover.
talking about? Sorry, I'm
If
looking
you
at
read
something
the
else.
prone,
Yeah, the prone.
that does make yep,
Yep.
that's the same sentence.
So
That
it does
makes
not get-
sense.
It does not get the bonus.
So I guess that's like you just turn your back and curl up. Is
Yeah.
take cover without
So yeah, no, prone doesn't give you an AC bonus or penalty unless you do the take cover action with it. The only penalty you're getting, or it's getting, is from being flat-footed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll just be a 2 then,
I
+2.
just read that wrong because
Ah,
it's worded confusingly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, your second shot doesn't seem to make it exactly where you would like. It's a big creature. You'd think you'd be able to hit it, but unfortunately, your shot nails Goop Goop.
Goop goop.
Goop goop, that will kill him.
So please roll damage.
How much health does he have?
Dude.
Well,
2?
2.
He has 5 total, but he has 2.
Currently.
Oh no.
Well, no, he
Goop
doesn't.
Goop's unconscious. Oh, God, you have to hold him.
No, I think you did that to Kagos.
Oh crap. Alright,
Yeah.
I'll fix it.
Okay.
No, don't try to move. Alright,
There we
I'll
go.
put him back. I'm just doing all the things. No, that's not what I want. Where's unconscious?
It says unconscious.
Where's... I was looking for the symbol.
Oh,
Is there not one?
I don't think there is. Oh no, there is. It's the one with the arrows in the back,
Ah.
Okay.
which is very fitting.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually get 5 points back. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Sophie, that was your first action.
Yep. And Sophie really wants this thing dead, so unfazed, she fires a third shot.
Ice
First
cold.
action? You mean second action?
Second action, yeah.
That doesn't include the flat-footed, does it?
It-
Okay.
It's an attack roll. Or oh yeah, yeah. In,
So yeah, that one also. That one doesn't hit. No,
even with flat-footed.
even with flat-footed.
Dang. All right. That's that's the turn.
Alright. I guess Goop Goop was holding on, so now I gotta use an action to pick Goop Goop up. Which completely ruins my plans. Alright. Freaking out. So I'm gonna do this without stepping, so I guess it gets the attack.
It's preoccupied with its nose being buried in the ground.
Nope. Okay, stop trying to move both of them at once.
You close the door. Okay.
I know, it's okay. And I can't close the door because I had to pick up the goop, so
Mhm.
that's all my actions.
Okay. So this Growlodon is going to take an action to basically pick itself up, pull its snout out of the ground, blow some of the sand out of its nostrils. So it is no longer prone. It's very hurt right now, and it's bleeding profusely from the arrows sticking out of it, and I think it's just arrows sticking out of it. I don't think anyone else has landed an attack.
I dazed it.
You dazed it, yes. Well, physically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's looking around for its goblin meat, and it can see you. It can still see you, Kagos, and it's going to come for you. And to climb the stairs, that's going to take another full action to get there, and then it's going to try to pull you down. And I think that hits.
That hits. That's good.
Oh, well, in that
Ah.
case, you are going to take double this damage.
Ow.
Okay,
That's
so I do take 3
almost
damage from
bad
that. though.
max.
So I'm unconscious.
Yep. Is that massive damage?
No. I have
Okay.
16.
Oh, and plus he only takes 12 damage from that.
Well, I took double that, so I still would have taken 27. But I have 16.
Uh-oh. Okay, never mind then.
That was his 3 actions though, so it doesn't start eating just yet. Hal?
Hal is going to yell out, "No, trash goblin!" And just going to roll that.
Oh no.
Damn.
That doesn't hit.
Going to load up another shot and then fire once more.
Ooh.
That's with the penalty. That one does manage to hit.
Right.
Please
Let's
no more
go.
damage. Does that kill?
So, please tell me how this dies.
Oh.
I think how it happens is what it does is it bites Kagos and it's like lifting its head up and it's like letting out a roar, and I pull the trigger on the crossbow and the bolt goes flying down and straight through the snout, pinning the top of the top jaw to the bottom jaw, forcing it shut before it can try to like eat Kagos, and it just slumps down next to him.
Yeah, and it slumps down and it rolls down the stairs because it can no longer hold itself up, and it lands right about there.
With this in mind, I would like to run up to try to what was it? Perform first aid, or what was it actually called?
Minister first aid.
Administer first
treat
aid.
wounds. Sorry, treat wounds.
Excuse me. That's gonna take.
Minister first aid's the one to keep me from dying.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Mhm.
it that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the instant don't die.
Does it take 1 action to do that?
We're out of combat now, so.
Okay. Let me get that action.
It takes 2, and you have to make a DC 15.
Minister first aid. Okay, let me add that. All right.
Or I'm still, I guess, rolling death saves.
Yeah, so
Um,
we'll have
so-
to see about this.
If this happened right after Hal took his shot, you wouldn't have to, because in the turn order, Levis would have gone before you needed to do that.
Okay. Okay.
Well, but the thing is, I would have taken 2 actions to get to him. That's the thing.
You would have taken 2 actions to get to him.
Yeah.
Okay, then that we have circled back
I
around.
wouldn't be able to use it.
Mm-hmm. We have circled back around. All right, Kagos, give me 1 death save. Well, please add 1 more dying level to yourself.
So now it looks like first aid is 16.
Okay, so I do that. I guess I click healer's tool.
Medicine.
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 Oh, medicine check. Okay.
Oh no!
Come
good,
back
good.
to me. Come back. I don't think that worked.
That didn't work.
Oh no.
Hero point.
Yeah, I would like to definitely use a hero point. I'm going to let's see. I'm gonna think of the time that I heroically managed to save Nyx from certain death, as I patched it up with my without knowing much veterinarian skills.
The
Yep.
first one was for Goop Goop.
Oh.
'Cause he's also
Oh.
dying.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, but I don't care about
This one's for me. I know.
Yeah, Goop can be recreated.
PC 11. So now.
Well, no,
I'll-
you don't have to do that just yet.
Yeah, he's using a hero point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Come
no.
on.
All right.
So, yeah, we'll take that 10 then.
Okay.
So can I constantly just keep doing it until it succeeds?
Well, I only have 1 more dying left.
Yeah,
So-
you're trying to beat. You're trying to. There's
It's a race
timer.
against time. Yeah.
Mhm.
So okay, while this
Alright.
has happened, this is what's everyone else doing?
So Sophie, like for the past however long
It's been 2 turns basically, so 12 seconds.
for the past 12 seconds, like she's just been mechanically firing these arrows. Like it doesn't seem like she showed any emotion, but now she realizes that Kagos is dying. Oh my god.
I can't save him, and you're not gonna save him. So. Yep.
Oh my
there's
god.
Goop Goop's dead.
Okay, hold up.
I'll have to remake him.
Oh, poor Goop Goop.
Okay, so on my next go, I'm first gonna cast guidance on myself.
Oh right, that's the thing.
That's the thing I can do to myself. So I have that, and then I'll do a medicine check.
Okay, let's see it.
Guidance +1 on. Ooh, it's a toggle. And I used all my astrology. Darn it. Okay, +5.
Wait.
Come back to me, Kagos. Come back. No!
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Please add 1 more dying level to yourself.
Not yet. Those rolls were for Goop Goop. I'm on my last dying.
Oh, that's right.
I'm one
Okay.
ahead of him.
Let's see it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
What are the
god.
Please add 1 more. Well, you
No,
die
I'm
at
dead.
dying 4. No, you die at dying 4.
It
You're at
increases
dying
it
3 right
by
now.
2. Because it's a crit fail, because the DC went up.
It's a crit
no!
fail.
Oh my god.
So Levis, as you're trying to resuscitate Kagos, you can feel that his breathing slows and slows and eventually stops as his tiny chest
Oh,
stops beating.
You weren't supposed to go out like this. As I'm still trying to patch him up.
I think Hal is climbing down the stairs and the roping. He's like, "How is he? Tell me, is he okay?"
No. It's not gone well. He's far too gone now.
Oh, wasn't supposed to happen like this.
Sophie also rushes down and goes, "What happened, Levis? What happened to Kagos?"
We get
got-
moved to the
Oh yeah.
You,
Oh, we
the-
got it. Yeah. We got, yeah.
This creature was just too strong and killed Kagos. I wasn't able to save him in time.
He's gone. He was alive just a minute ago.
I'm sorry. I tried my best. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough. I'll pick up Kagos's body and then just leave Goop Goop there because I'm not touching that.
Okay, as you do that, let's take a quick break.
Wow.
Oh man, it's so hard. I'm realizing it's so hard to save someone.
Dude, for
without a
real.
healing spell.
Jesus.
If you're out of
It's
spells, yeah.
But hold on. I did roll 6 rolls in a row below 10.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
obscene.
Do you not have a hero point?
No, he used it. You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
I can.
doesn't
Okay,
that-
Too late.
Doesn't that? No, doesn't
I
that
can-
mean you?
I can retcon
right.
that. I will for just once because we haven't used this rule before.
Mhm.
Just to recap, if you have a hero point and you are dying, you can burn all of your remaining hero points to stabilize yourself. We haven't
Oh, no,
used this
but
rule
use-
before, so I will, if you want, Seth, I will let you use that before your last dying roll, as replacement for your last dying roll.
If we're retconning it, can he think I'm dead and then I just come back?
Sure. So he's picked you up. He's picked you up, and you are in his arms right now.
Yeah, everything still happened.
Oh man, yeah, we said
And
those
2
far well.
for giving the recap.
Mhm.
That's
This
true.
is the only time it's gonna happen, though. After that, if you forget about your hero points, you're dead.
Not used to having.
Hmm. No, that's fair. This
Yeah.
is the first time we're using that rule.
Also, I did not expect it to be so difficult to not die.
Dude, for real.
Oh yeah, without a fucking spell, it's hard.
Yeah, I used up all my heal spells already.
Yeah.
It was
Well, I
Owl
guess if
kept dying.
We're pretty
And you need a healer again too.
if no one's taking a break, we can just continue.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, I was fine, so I need.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want that.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
It's just my cat's on my lap and can't really move easily.
good
It would
thing
have
we
been
don't
the-
have a real audience.
No, we just cut that out.
I
See,
mean,
the break gets cut out,
I
right?
wasn't thoroughly attached to Cowboys yet. It's only been 4 sessions. So.
It
Concept
would have
is
been-
cool, though.
Yeah. No, it would have been an awful way to go. Like after the encounter, after everyone is dead, just slowly bleeding out.
Yeah.
I feel like that should give fortune to first aid rolls. Because it's
Wait.
stressful, but it's not getting arrows shot at you stressful
Mm-hmm.
while you're doing it.
It just gets
But
harder
yeah,
and
you can
harder.
get minute first aid.
Yeah, like because the DC keeps going up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's yeah. And you have to have healer's tools. It's not like D&D where anyone can do it.
It's like the whole healer mechanic is absolutely unforgiving. You or your party absolutely needs to have a fully qualified healer, otherwise you are not going to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
you
accept
can-
my dying value. So what? Wounded 3? Is that how that works?
You're at wounded 3. Or no, you're at wounded 1. Right? How does the wounded
Hold on.
translate?
It has a
Yeah.
text here. Anytime
think-
you lose the dying condition, your wounded increases by 1.
Yeah, it's just 1. So you're just at wounded 1 right now because it's the first time you've gone down, I think, right?
So then I. Oh, no. Die it. Dying 3. Is that how
So
it works?
your dying goes back to 0 and you're at
I know,
wounded 1.
But like, if I go down again, my
You'll
die-
start at dying 1 because you have 1 wounded level. So yeah, it's not all that bad. Like in D&D, if you suddenly came back to life, it would basically be like, oh, you still have 2 death saves, and if you die once, you're screwed.
Well, that was Rufa's rules. The real rules are it completely resets.
Wait, is that? Oh, that's how I've always played. Also.
Yeah. The real
Okay.
rules
Yeah.
is just your death saves go away.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like you just up and down, up and down.
Oh, so I've always been playing on hard mode.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense.
it does make more sense. It is pretty brutal though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't just shake off near death
Yeah.
and act like nothing happened.
Especially because it's so much easier to come up and do. So, I feel like those two things are equivalent. I'm also kind of frustrated with how little resources an alchemist actually has.
Oh, we're still only level 1.
Yeah.
No, not even that though. Like, my attacks suck because I'm not really good at any attacking things, and I only have so many potions a day, which are also my attacks. So it's like
To be perfectly fair, this has been a long day.
it has been
Yeah.
a long day, but I'm just like I've seen other complaints online about it, about the alchemists. Like your resources are limited throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Like your main attack is limited.
Yeah.
Did you go in the
Whereas-
basement and fight cultists now?
I think I'm done. I think I'm sleeping this one off.
Oh, come
Holding a
on, there's only
funeral for-
50 of them.
Holding a funeral for Goop Goop.
I would like to say, like, as I picked up Kagos, I'm like slowly walking towards the stairs area because I'm assuming they're like all hanging out there, right?
Yeah, like all the goblins have slowly been making their way down once they saw that the Growlodon. Or I should wait till Jeremy comes back before we jump back in.
Okay.
Yeah, I think me and Sophie went down to the ground floor though.
Yeah, I'm just walking.
After the
Mhm.
Growlodon.
Well, I guess you guys are hovering in midair right now. So is that the same place
Yeah.
as you are? Okay, let me just drag
Yeah.
both of you.
Cool. All right.
Okay, and you're right about there.
Perfect timing. I just finished my apple.
Amazing.
Can you bring Kagos' body with me, if you don't mind?
Yeah, so like Levis, as you are dragging, or not dragging, carrying Kagos to join up with Sophie and Hal, you suddenly notice that his tiny chest just pushes up a little bit, and he's still unconscious, but you feel a
For like 2 seconds, and then go back unconscious.
so you could feel like a very, very faint heartbeat underneath one of your arms, and Kagos' eyes just open up for a brief second.
I am so startled, I drop him.
Lotus, what are you doing?
He's already an undead.
I don't know.
And then I fall pass back out.
He's alive.
I guess.
I guess you
is-
drop
is
him
he
there.
undead? I can stop him.
What? Wait.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh my god. Oh my
Please
God.
fail. You. Kagos looks more zombie-like than anything you have ever seen before.
I am going to cast Disrupt Undead on him because I'm so spooked. Undead.
I mean, he's
must
unconscious,
not
so
be
he
here.
fails.
Well, I mean, it won't affect him if he's not undead.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You deal 1d6 positive damage.
But yeah, it won't affect him if he's undead. If he's not undead, I looked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, target one undead creature. So
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we see? Like
So,
like,
let's
like, as
try.
I dropped him, and you guys mentioned that he's undead. I like put out my hands and like shoot out the spell on him, but then it just fizzles.
Yeah, you try to cast it, but you feel like it doesn't have the effect it's supposed to have. You normally get some kind of positive feedback from casting spells like this, and you just don't get that.
Looks like he's not undead.
Wait, you were
so
just
he's
gonna
alive.
zap him? You were gonna zap him.
Well, the thing is, if he was undead, this would have made him not be undead by killing him again.
You were
What made him
gonna.
dead.
You would have killed him. If
Did he say something?
I don't
before he-
like the undead. It's blasphemy against my god.
I've never seen an undead. I don't think they're really out there. But
Well, this is an insurance policy against them.
Well, I could tell you all about the undead. I was once fighting a horde of ghouls, all on my own. I had a broken sword. It was the blackest night. There was no moon. The stars were twinkling.
As you're saying that story, I'm just not listening at all. I'm just trying to like patch up Kagos.
yeah. And
So-
everyone... Oh yeah, go on.
Okay, so, yeah, Hal has jumped into his story, and Kagos is, and so Levis is patching up Kagos. Yeah, it's this. You feel like he might have woken up earlier if you hadn't dropped him on his head as soon as he came back to life. So he is fast asleep right now, but good news is it looks like he's his breath and his heartbeat is starting to get stronger and stronger. He's still bleeding from everywhere. The Growlodon almost tore him in half. So, you know, there's still a considerable amount of damage. The other goblins have made their way down to you, and you can see them kind of picking up their weapons and things from over here. A couple of them are curiously looking at the Growlodon, kind of like poking it a little bit and then running back, and then getting a little closer to it and like poking its eyes and its nose to make sure it's dead. You can see
sorry to
Helba.
interrupt. So while this is going, can I perform the treat wounds action on him now?
Yes, we'll get to that in just a second.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. So you can see Helba also making her way down. She's kind of pushing Calmont in front of her, and as they reach this point, Helba kind of calls out to one of you, could you help me out here? I can't climb down while I'm holding Calmont.
Yeah, Hal's going to walk over and basically toss him down.
Are you trying to catch Calmont?
Yeah.
Give me strength.
Woo! Let's go.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh, you're not that strong.
So you you catch Calamont. It isn't graceful by any stretch of the imagination. He like you catch him and then both of you like collapse into the ground. But he made it down. Congratulations. And Helba climbs down after him and joins the party. Tries to see what's happening to Kagos. Oh, Brother Goblin, what's happening? He doesn't seem so good. Friends. You're all friends. Wait one moment, please. And she kind of walks over to this corner over here, and you see her like sifting through the rubble, trying to look for something. And after maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, she pulls out a backpack, and she opens it up and starts looking through it. And as she's doing that, she's walking back towards you, and she says, "Yes, it's still here. It's still here." And she pulls out one potion of healing, and feeds it to Kagos. So, go ahead. You can go ahead and roll that for yourself.
I don't know what that.
It should be one. Okay, let me get the number.
Mine are
Items.
different, so I don't know.
Yeah, they're also levels. This is a minor potion of healing. Where's items?
Could we say that like I'm in the middle of stitching up Kagos's wounds, and then Helba feeds him the potion?
Sure.
Okay.
Equipment. Okay, this is a minor potion of healing. So 1d8.
Oh.
That.
Gonna not take. Keep going away.
Oh, your status effects?
Yeah, apparently I can't take them away.
I think you have to remove the unconscious.
But
Oh.
then that's still okay. It's just really slow to update.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's everyone doing now?
Thank you. Where's Goop Goop?
Sophie is gonna go over and pick up the remains of Goop Goop, I guess, and bring them to Kagos and say, yeah, I kind of went wild with those arrows, and one of them happened to land in your friend here. You can remake him, right?
Yeah, it just takes a really long time and some of my
Okay.
blood. So I don't want to do that right now.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
there's a lot of blood available for you to use.
Well, that's like not. I mean, it's fresh blood, but it's not. It's not. I don't know. It needs to come straight from me.
Well, there's a lot of holes on you right
This
now.
is a discussion for another time. Right now, let's focus on the party we're going to throw tonight. We've got a dragon to roast.
Yeah,
Um,
Sophie starts chopping up the dragon with her longsword.
Wait,
That water, though, it was kinda nasty. Are
Can I
you sure you want to eat that?
Can I see if the meat looks good enough to eat? Like if it was cooked and stuff.
What would that be?
Nature?
Mm, there's no cooking. Okay, give me survival.
Survival.
Oh, survival, yeah.
I'll pick up my caltrops.
Okay.
Right.
As you're chopping up a little bit from the flank of the Growlodon, you sniff it and kind of look closely at the meat,
Mm-hmm.
it's got a slightly rancid smell to it.
Mm.
Let me see if I can eat it, and then
You don't, Kagos. I wouldn't advise that.
it's okay.
I let him do it.
You're,
It's Kagos.
you're still in the middle of patching up your wounds.
You know,
Are you
this-
sure you should be eating that right now?
His
this could
stomach
help
might
him.
have a hole.
It
My
might heal
stomach
him, actually.
is amazing.
So you just
I
eat.
can eat anything.
I'm not done.
Take the
Stitching you up
smallest
yet.
bite.
The raw meat.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, we should really cook that.
Iron goblin.
I've seen him drink worse
I can
things.
tell you the whole description.
Oh right.
It tastes like raw meat.
I mean, I still feel like I could taste if it was like actually rancid. Or...
It doesn't taste
Dangerous.
rancid.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can eat it. All right, I'm gonna lay down.
No, it smells like 3-week-old. It smells like 3-week-old venison. Do not eat it. Just
Just cook
Ka-
it.
Kagos, you
You
can have
wash it.
And
I'll take it then.
anyone who wants to have some, just be prepared for the consequences.
How about isn't there anyone in your clan who's a cook?
Yes, we're all cooks. Amazing cooks.
Well, then let's throw a feast.
A feast? Why?
Because we killed the dragon,
Yes.
and we all
Yes.
live to tell the tale.
This is
Do you
true.
want to eat this lizard?
Yes. It seems like fitting revenge. It tried to eat us, now we eat it.
I don't know. I really know how to put this in Pathfinder terms. Like, is it possible to see if when Helba said that we're all good cooks in terms of good cooks for goblins or good cooks for everyone else?
Give me
Is it
perception.
like an insight or perception?
Perception.
Okay. Why does it not? There it is. They're good cooks.
They're very good cooks.
They're very good cooks. I have no reason to doubt you.
I'm a good
Plenty
cook
of
too.
firewood.
So, maybe that's just a goblin thing.
It could be suitable for non-goblins.
Do goblins typically eat meat that smells like this and looks like this?
I do.
Okay, well you do, but anyone else?
Come on, Sophie. We killed it. We should eat it.
Well, technically Hal, you killed it, so
You hear Calmont mutter under his breath, savages, absolute savages.
We are going to have a spoonful too. Don't get cranky
yeah.
now.
yeah, Hal, you should have some too. Why not?
Absolutely not. You've already captured me and tied me up. Must you humiliate me now as well?
Oh, come
But
on. You gotta
we're
eat
all-
something.
We're all going to be eating it, though. You can join us.
You can have some of the tail meat. I hear it's tender.
He just shivers a little bit.
Alright.
I think what I'm going to do now is try to direct some of the goblins to go to the training hall down there and gather some of the straw, some of the like good straw and like the training dummies to use as like firewood and stuff to like build a bonfire.
They ask you, training hall? What training hall?
Just follow me, and then I'm just going to lead them into into the room we first entered.
Is anyone else coming with you?
Does anyone else want to come with?
I'm still
Yeah.
patching up Hagos.
You know, I'll cut up the
Still
meat.
stuck here.
I
Yeah,
guess.
you're still stuck here. I mean, we gotta wait 10 minutes for your treat wounds to finish.
Okay. So it's
Wanted to
just
ask them where they live. How? Ask them where they live.
I guess as we're walking, I'm going to ask Hubba where they typically sleep.
our home is in the vaults down below. We live in the basement. Nice, damp, cold, quiet place. But unfortunately, we were chased out, and then the dragon creatures collapsed the only entrance down. Well, only entrance, and she winks at you.
Ah, I get it. Well, we won't be able to get down there tonight, but there's this lovely hall with lots of beds that I think we should be able to camp out in. It smells a little bit, but we should be able to rest for the night in there. A little dusty, but doesn't seem like anyone's used it in a while.
Okay, this is new. This is an adventure. I've never actually been in these parts of the castle before, and she says that as you make it right abouts here. Oh wow, look at this room. This
Did any of us hear Hal mention the dormitory room?
yeah, you would have heard that as they walked past you over the Growlodon's body.
Alright.
Okay.
Tigers says, Sophie, you gotta
Yep.
go clear the body.
Yep. So we're gonna run in, like past Hal. And just going, oh, I forgot I left something important in one of the rooms.
You're going to help get rid of some of the dust so we can sleep there tonight. That's good thinking.
Yep.
I'll help you in there once we get rid of the once we get all the wood for the bonfire.
Yeah, Hal, why don't you get started in the wood? There's some really good wood in one of the rooms I saw, back there. She points, like, here-ish.
You went into that part already? I did.
Yeah, when I was going around the balcony, I thought there was a staircase on the other side. There wasn't, so I tried to check the other side,
Let's just go and grab some of the training dummies. They've got like this. They've got the straw and the sticks and everything. Probably
No.
grab a couple of the benches from in here.
They had, like, they had all kinds of different woods, like, like cherry wood and, mesquite. There's all kinds of good stuff for smoking.
Sophie, why don't you give me deception? And Hal, you can contest that with perception.
Okay, well. Well.
So, Hal, you didn't buy that.
Cherry wood doesn't grow in this part of the region. Why would they have any here?
Because, she's gonna run.
Why would she lie about cherry wood? He is not going to put it together that she just wants him out of the dorm room.
I love how you pass the check and still don't understand what's going on.
That was just to check if you were lying, not
That's
to-
true. What I'm actually up to.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sophie's gonna retrieve the body and then take it out of the front door. And I think I can do that all in one action. Or no, I can pick him up if we want to do this like with chase rules.
So, Hal, are you chasing after Sophie?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Because
Sophie's just
Hal's
doing it.
busy with the goblins to just go through and didn't mean to open that door. To just like go through here and grab some of these training dummies. Like,
Okay.
could gather some of the straw that isn't like moldy and raw and whatnot,
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Just grabbing tinder and firewood,
Okay.
basically, with the
So
help of the goblins.
Helba and two other goblins come to help you out. And yeah, you're basically looking for dummies that are more intact because you figured those would give you more time and more fuel. Um, okay, as you're picking up the dummies and kind of like lifting them up, they haven't been moved in years, maybe decades. So some of them are like really stuck into the ground. Some of them are like half collapsed. And as you sort of like pull them free, um, you notice some kind of metallic objects clink to the ground as you disturb some of them. It looks like there are coins of some sort. Um, they are. So, how many dummies, or rather, which dummies do you collect? And freeing a single dummy from all of the grime and everything would take about 5 minutes.
So with the three of us, and is that the three of us working to, or the four of us working together on a single one, or is that individual?
Individual.
Okay. So I'd say we spend like 15 minutes, get for 12 dummies.
Okay, so that should be all of them, right?
They're 15.
They're 15.
Actually, yeah. At that point, just get all of them. It's only 20 minutes.
Okay, so as you pick up all 15 of them, you notice that 5 of them manage to shake some copper pieces loose. And all said and done, you have about 20 copper pieces.
Nice.
Alright, so I guess you treated my wounds.
Yes, so that took 20 minutes. We can snap back to the courtyard real quick.
I'm,
What's going on?
Patiently waiting for him to treat my wounds.
So who's watching Calmon?
No one.
Well,
I guess it would be
well,
some of the goblins that were left
Yeah.
back, right?
Mhm. Yeah, because they have their weapons now.
No one asked them to. So a lot of them, so some of the goblins have been picking at the Growlodon. Some have been sifting through the rubble back here, trying to look for other possessions, and the rest went with Helba. So Levis was treating
is-
Kagos' wounds for about 10 minutes, right?
And Carlos was looking this way to try to
Yeah.
worried about the body in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't be there.
Well,
give me a second.
Oh my god.
well, I mean,
Oof.
We're gonna
it's not like there's
capture
another
Calmon.
way out of here, though. Well, that we know of.
He doesn't have use of his hands.
Um,
So how is he going to open doors?
wait, yeah, he can't really. He can go around here, I guess.
How's he
Yeah.
tied up?
Oh, he can't even open doors. You're right. You're right.
he was just tied up.
Oh.
Like you
He
kind of
was
just tied him
walking,
around.
so-
Yeah, you didn't tie his legs up. You just tied his hands very
Yeah,
tightly.
to like I like tied his arms to his sides, basically.
Okay.
So as Levis and Kagos are distracted, Calmont realizes very quickly that no one is paying attention, stands up, and starts running this way. And this is happening at the end of the 10. So only 10 minutes have passed, and you have treated Kagos' wounds. That's when you see Calmont take off.
Okay. So let's go ahead and take care of that right now.
So who is anyone chasing him?
I'm back to it. We're dealing with the.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's take care of the cure wounds first, or treat wounds.
This 2d8.
Mm-hmm. And you also,
That's cool.
Wounded is removed.
yep, you can remove the wounded condition.
Okay.
Sweet.
Kagos is still looking this way.
I'm assuming I at least noticed him running away, right?
Yeah.
I yell out, he's running away! Quick, follow me! As I run after him as well.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna have the three of you roll initiative.
He is trailing a length of rope too.
He is trailing a length of rope.
I feel like he can't run at full speed here. I mean,
He can run at full speed as long as there's nothing in his way.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on.
Damn, we all roll like crap.
Oh,
oh.
this makes sense.
The door isn't open, so how
Well,
is he gonna open it?
well, he looks around and he sees that, oh, very conveniently, this door right here has
God,
been
that riddle.
left open. So guess where he's going? And he disappears from view as he runs into the hall. And yeah, he has finished his turn. Kagos.
Kagos is pretty smart, so he's gonna go this way. Maybe. If I can make.
So traversing, are you climbing on top of the Growlodon? It's a large creature.
No.
There we go.
Yeah, I can go that way. I collide with a wall, so can you move me there?
Do you want to do it one action at a time?
What has the
It'll be easier.
75 total?
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just going to do it one at a time. So your first step takes you there. Would you like to continue to your second step?
Yeah.
Okay. As you run through this door, you collide with Calmont. You run face first into him, and both of you are now prone.
I just arms grab hard.
I'll follow him.
Well, at
Yeah,
this point,
still-
you've
I still
recaptured
have an
him.
action, so I would like to try to grab him.
You have successfully grappled him. He doesn't have use of his arms, and you basically knocked him prone, and then grabbed him, and that's the end of combat. Congratulations, you have recaptured Calmont.
Bye.
All right.
I'll head over there to help secure him.
We should do this better. We didn't do this very well.
Do you have more rope?
Do I have rope? I mean, I feel like I should have rope. Yes, I have a rope.
Alright. This time I will like full on tie everything. Like,
Time?
yeah, I'll hog tie him.
Come on now, that isn't necessary.
You tried running from us.
You ran away, and we can't have that. I mean, you burned down town hall, so we can't have you running away.
Wait,
My
did it
lungs
completely
still
burn
hurt
down?
from that. No.
A good bit of it burned, yes.
Oh, I wanted the whole thing to burn.
Why?
It would have been fun.
Even more reason to tie you up like this.
I mean, you could have just left town, and nobody would have came after you.
But I would have left
You
town
could have
broke.
tortured these goblins, and we wouldn't have even known. You did it stupid. All right.
Now you're criticizing him.
The goblin calls you stupid.
Alright, let's
I'm gonna
get
go
you
deal
out of
with.
here.
I'm gonna go deal with that other problem.
Yeah, I'm picking up. I'll pick up Calmont and then bring him back outside, next to the
Well,
the corpse of the lizard.
Okay.
Just drop him
I'm
right
over
next to
here
it.
to help Sophie with this
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah, so Sophie's dragged it outside at this point. Like, it's been 10 minutes, so she's, like, trying to, like, bury it, essentially. Like,
How are you burying it?
this tree's kind of obvious, so, let's just do it right here.
Okay. How
Yeah,
are you digging?
Great question. What do I have?
There's some rocks there.
Some rocks, like, yeah, that works.
I
see
mean,
Cogman.
give me a survival check real quick.
Okay,
Just put some rocks on it.
I'm trying to find rocks here.
And maybe some of these.
22. Okay. With a 22, a couple things stand out to you. One is that as you're leaving the front door, you see that there's a not large but sizable enough boulder here that you realize you couldn't really see the far side of as you walked out the front door. You also notice that there's this clump of bushes right there that seem to be fairly thick.
You know what?
Was there
Good.
ivy on the walls? Was that?
There's a little bit of growth climbing up the walls, but a lot of the overgrowth is on the ground surrounding the
Oh.
perimeter.
You know what, maybe the bushes aren't the best idea. Let's put them over there, and let's clear up this. I assume there's like a blood trail.
Yes, the
Okay.
bugbear was
I'm on
cleaved
it.
in half, so you've been dragging blood everywhere.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm on it.
Clean up. I'll track the body.
Oh,
And then-
what do I got for blood?
So you need to clean up basically a goblin's worth of blood. So, between dragging the body and moving things around, another 10 minutes have passed. So let's snap back to Hal and company. Hal, what are you doing?
So we've freed all the training dummies and they're all stacked. How many of them are like usable as like firewood and whatnot?
So there are 5 that are mostly intact, bar, environmental aging. The rest are bits and pieces. You might, like, if you put the remaining 10 together, you think you might be able to assemble maybe another 5 dummies worth of material.
Okay. I think then I'm going to just have everyone bring one back for, and yeah, just going to go in between this room and the courtyard, dragging the dummies and the usable wood.
Okay.
For right now.
So
And
that would
then-
take about 2 trips between all of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which would probably take like another 5 minutes, and then
Yeah.
after that we would probably come into this dining hall area and like grab a table or something for like sturdier, bigger logs or whatnot.
Okay.
So yeah, just basically going to be spending time in this room, and maybe grab a bench or something from this room as well.
Okay, so as you're grabbing a bench from that room, so I'm talking about this room right here. Let's see. You're lifting up benches and kind of sifting through what's left on the ground and kind of strewn about. And you notice that there are these cloth things kind of thrown about all over the place, maybe stuffed into like some of the corners of the benches kind of just lying around on the ground. All of them have the symbol of the Order of the Nine Nails inscribed on them. You notice maybe like 6 or 7 of these cloths total.
Are any of them in like good condition?
They all seem to be in good condition.
All right.
A little dusty,
to take
but-
one.
Mhm.
He's going to take one and tie it right next to the bandana that he got back in town, and just start creating the sash basically. Now he has 2 basically bandanas tied onto the end of his belt,
Okay.
just for flair.
Okay. Fair enough. Otherwise, nothing else in that room really sticks out to you.
In all of our travels through this, like in the pantry, do I remember any bucket-like thing?
Do you remember any bucket-like thing?
Like a big can, a big jar of something, or a bucket.
So not in this room, but you recall from the kitchen down here that some of the spiders crawled out of this cauldron-shaped thing.
How heavy of a cauldron?
Well, that's a good question.
All right, I'm gonna go check out the cauldron.
Why don't I see you on my map? That's weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, what is your strength? Got it. So the cauldron is about eye level to you, the rim of it, and it's solid metal.
Yeah, I can't pick that up. All right. That plan doesn't work. All right, I would like to grab one of the sheets here. off the
Um,
beds.
In the pile in the middle, or in the
Yes.
one of the rooms. Okay, sure. You grab one of the sheets.
Like maybe a couple of them.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna go get them wet with the only water I know about. So
Oh,
Probably a good.
I can just drag you
cleaner.
there.
Seems like kind of acidic.
Okay, so you're dipping the sheets in there.
Yes, and
I
know
need
it's
a
bad.
fortitude
I'm-
save.
yeah, it's with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
oh man.
No,
Ooh.
I mean,
All right.
Yeah, it's again you feel like a slight burning sensation, but other than that, like nothing really happens.
I think I've been burned a few times. All right, and then back to the room and start mopping up with my wet sheets.
So okay, I need to know now where you're mopping exactly.
Well, there should be a blood pile there,
Mhm.
and probably some here where we killed him.
Yep.
Okay, so as you're
And then
mopping the blood
some
away,
going towards the door.
Mhm.
so first we need to understand the sheer volume of blood in play over here.
That's why I have multiple sheets.
Multiple already saturated sheets, so they're not the most absorbent at the moment. You're not really scooping up a lot of the blood. In fact, it looks a lot like you're smearing it around, and
Okay,
as
grab
you're
some of the dry sheets.
so before we get there, your actions of kind of trying to rub the blood away with the wet sheets, the wet sheets that are slightly glowing, it's kind of embedding the blood into the cracks in the floor a little bit, and sure, like you scoop some of it away and you get the dry sheets and you kind of polish a little bit, but now you notice that the cracks in the ground are glowing a very faint green. Muddy green.
Can't do anything about that. Alright. So, rethinking, I will grab a bunch of dry sheets and try to soak up as much blood as I can, and then still use the wet towels to wet sheets. And then call it good. Like half.
So that would have taken another 15 minutes or so to do. Hal, you have dragged a good amount of furniture back to. Well, actually, wait.
Although
You've
it's
been
okay,
dragging
I'm
furniture.
just-
You've been dragging furniture back and forth. One of the times that you were dragging a bench from this room, you briefly noticed Kagos running through this door over here, trailing glowing bed sheets behind him.
Doing some alchemy?
You know what? I'm just glad he's alive. And everything. He may be a little weird, but that little fella, so full of life.
Okay.
At this point, just starting to
Give up on making this room.
yeah, going to start like building the structure of the bonfire now.
Okay. Will you be doing anything else besides building the bonfire? Because that'll take maybe an hour or so.
I don't think so. Like just idle chatter with the Hubba or something maybe, but I think the bonfire is taking most of my attention.
Okay. Let's just take you over there. So yeah, as they are preoccupied with that, Kagos and Sophie, what are both of you doing?
Just making everything worse.
So Sophie is, so she's hiding the body in the bushes. So how does the blood look on the ground?
Oh, there's a blood trail just
There's a blood
that
trail.
way. So you went here first, right? So there's
Yeah.
like you see a trail going this way, and then you kind of circled back this way. So yeah.
Okay. What is the foliage? Or like, are there any like trees or like?
These are like bushes that come up to about chest level.
Okay.
They seem to be pretty
Nice.
thick.
Can I identify them? Or attempt to?
It's just normal shrubbery.
Normal shrubbery.
Mhm.
Sophie will, so she's just gonna position the body like as deep in as possible and like, try to make it look like an animal attack. So,
Try to make
Uh,
it look like okay.
okay, so it's like cut in half, right? Is what we
Yes.
said.
Yes.
Okay. Were there any arrows? Like, I forget if I shot any arrows into it.
I mean arrows
Yeah.
were shot, not into it though.
True. Okay. So I guess she's gonna try like tearing. Well, not tearing. That would make a lot of blood. Actually, maybe that's what we want.
Okay, give me a crafting check.
Crafting. Oh boy. Ooh.
Okay, so you try tearing into this already cut in half body, and you make a mess of it. It's there. You are now completely covered in blood. You managed to rip one of the intestines, and like the stuff that was in the
Aw.
intestine sprays all over you. It's in your clothes. It's in your hair. There's no getting it out. And honestly, despite all of that, you haven't really managed to make the body look considerably different than what it was before.
Sophie's gonna be like, "Ah, that'll do," and how much water do I have in my rations?
Do you have a water bottle or a water
Water.
sack? I don't. Let me check your equipment. Doesn't
I
look
just
like you
have
do.
Okay, I
You
guess
have
not.
no water.
Cool. Okay, Sophie's gonna grab some of the random branches of bushes to like pretend that she's bringing them for the bonfire, and then she's gonna go. Okay, I'll just tell them that this is from the growl. This is Growled blood. That's what this is, and then she's gonna start heading back. She's gonna notice the glowing tiles and be like, "Yeah, okay, that's better. That's
Still,
that can be explained.
still blood.
Still blood."
There's still a good amount of blood there, but
Kagos
And
is
glowing
it-
water. It's,
Kagos is bleeding a bit earlier. You know, that's Kagos' blood.
okay. So do you
Also
just make?
didn't-
Mhm.
Yeah, I
we
make my
didn't
way back.
organize that room at all either.
No.
No.
So you just both of you just make your way back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Hal, Levis, you see Kagos roll up. He's so Kagos is his fingernails are glowing a little bit. And his hands have got this like muddy tinge to them. Sophie, on the other hand, looks awful. She is covered in blood, and she's got this weird sticky fluid kind of dripping down her hair. And she stinks. It's just the worst smell you could possibly imagine.
The Growlithe
Hope he
splashed me
didn't-
with water, so I feel like I'm glowing head to toe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
Toby, did something happen? What? Did something show up in that room?
No, when you must have been out, but I was cutting to the Growlodon, and I just kind of fell into one of the blood piles. I'm not sure if anyone saw that.
You mean, after I walked by, you fell in?
No, this was earlier.
But you weren't like that earlier.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
counted.
Sophie, I need a deception check. Hal, you can contest that at advantage because of Levis's insight.
I'm not sure if I
man.
need it. I was gonna say for that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You have a
this-
chance.
I
You
have a
have
chance. Come on, deception. Oh, wow, the fortune really saved it.
Oh no! Even without the fortune, even if I rolled a nat one,
Oh,
Go
right.
6.
yeah.
it's like- oh.
Yeah, Hal, Sophie's story just doesn't add up. The Growlodon in front of you hasn't been bleeding that much. There isn't actually a considerable blood pile, and it also hasn't really been chopped into. It just got an arrow to the face. And a
You're
couple other
holding
places.
Some branches. Did you go outside the walls?
Yeah, I did. Well, this is for the bonfire.
Did you get attacked or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's okay. I took care of it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We're heroes, remember?
Yeah, remember?
Fight good.
You're right. Halambar Silverspine, hero extraordinaire, and his party of adventuring companions.
I look
That's
back.
a lot of
Argus
blood. You
starts
should
hiding
probably.
his bleeding wounds.
I look back at everyone else and mouth like, was I not supposed to tell him?
And we
You
nod.
should probably like go to the river or something and wash that off, though.
Yeah, I'm not touching that water over there. I'm gonna.
That I don't recommend using that water at all.
No, it's not very good. I mean,
Well,
it
where
kind of
do you
burns a
get
little
your
bit when I
water?
touch it. I should probably stop touching it.
Where do we know if there is a source of water?
Wait, could I ever fill my vial up of water?
No.
No. Alright,
Might as
so
well.
I try to refill my
Oh my god. Here we go again.
Give me another fortitude check.
I hope it's worth
Yeah,
it.
when I do this, when I touch it, it kind of burns. So don't do that.
Yeah, it just seems to burn a little bit, but that's about it.
Where-
I
Unbelievable.
do have a vial of clean water now, though.
So okay,
Uh,
yeah, you do. You
I
can add that to
I
your
would
inventory.
identify consumable.
You know
well,
what?
While you do that, I like to ask Helba. Helba, is there a source of fresh water nearby?
We had a pool of sorts downstairs in our home, but that's not there anymore.
A river, perhaps?
I mean, nothing close by. You'd have to go back to, what's it called? What's the creek called? Breach Hill Creek? The Creek of Breach Hill? I forgot what it's called.
Breach Hill Creek. Just go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you'd have to go back to Breach Hill Creek.
Oh,
That's fine.
I thought that was in
I've-
town. Is that near too?
So, if you recall from the journey that you made northwards, so you left the town from the north, and the river kind of followed you for a little bit. Your paths diverged about halfway through your journey, but for about half the journey, it was basically on your right side.
So it would take about 2 hours travel to get to it, then 2 hours back.
Mm-hmm. It is at this point late evening. Twilight is maybe 15, 20 minutes away.
okay. So, not enough time to get
Yeah.
fresh water.
Well, you know, this is the first time I've been covered in blood, you know, back from a hunt. So, yeah, let's just enjoy the rest of the night.
Are you fine smelling like that, though?
We roll around with a pile of trash on the regular. It's fine.
I mean, you could risk getting in this water. It only burns a little bit. It doesn't really hurt.
I think
I-
it would smell worse.
I see like the smoke coming off of like Cogus's fingers. I'm like, I think I'd rather deal with this.
We've got a party to get to.
Yeah, and then Sophie tosses the branches onto the pile of onto the bonfire.
What are we doing?
Okay.
Like,
So Sophie tosses the branches onto the bonfire. A couple of the goblins have been carving away at the Growlodon, and at this point they've amassed a decent pile of meat. Helba walks over to the bonfire. As the sun sets, Helba walks over to the bonfire and manages to rub two stones together. One of them looks vaguely flint-like. The spark catches and the bonfire goes up in flames. And as it grows and brightens up the area, everyone kind of gathers around to settle in for the night. The goblins who were chopping the meat throw them right beside the bonfire. They've put up a couple of sticks that are kind of holding it a little bit over the fire. They don't want it to be too burnt because, you know, burnt meat is never good. And as you wait for the meat to cook and share stories, today's episode comes to a close. Thank you, and join us again next week.